Alright, people. Welcome. I'm Green Beef, and we're going to play some Thea 2. There was a decent enough reception of my little one-off on that. I'm going to start a new campaign on that, I think. Yeah, we're going to start a new game. Obviously, you can tell I have not done much with this. I still only have 2 of the gods unlocked. I've played with this guy and I've played with this guy both. Alright, we're going to go with Moravit, God of Wisdom. And let's go. So, obviously I picked that because I don't have any other options yet. This goes here. Basically, I have no options. Eventually I can get goblin children. That would be interesting. I am starting with nothing right now, so would like to have a warrior in the party. I've got another one. We'll get a gatherer, because gathering is more important in the beginning than crafting. And then instead of getting a craftsman, I think I'll get a scoundrel and adding children. And I'll avoid this stuff for now. We'll just get more people. That'll help build things quicker and get more stuff. More gooder. Oh, there's actually a lot of stuff you can get. Interesting. Okay, well, let's get forward. What do we want to be? I could be a rat. I could be a scoundrel. Or I could be like a chosen child. Is this all like a sausage party? Is that what's going on? I think it's randomized until you pick. I do tend to pick the warrior because, why not? It seems fitting to me. Let's pick our portrait. I could be a fat dwarf guy, stocky dwarf guy. Let's be this guy. Leave it on the standard stuff. 100% difficulty and play on normal. If you haven't seen my little first look video on this and you want more in-depth initial start info.
Well, hello there, Chosen. Welcome into the service of the gods. As I am a believer myself, I am happy to be the one to guide you.
Ask who he is exactly.
Theodore's the name, but little old me is not relevant here. You are. I am here to tell you of some basic rules and hand over any divine objects that may have been bestowed upon you. First and foremost, the cosmic seed.
The cosmic seed, you say?
Yes, Thea is far from a land of prosperity. Darkness was defeated long ago, but it is not gone. It lurks in the corners and attacks at night. The Shattering tears the earth asunder, and a scorching light takes hold of folk without protection.
How does it relate to the seed?
The seed, and others like it, is a gift of the divine, a piece of the cosmic tree itself. It can grant great boons, and it allows you to set up a village and provide divine protection there. But if you wish for the life of a traveler, or if you are skilled enough to create another seed one day, this seed can be used to forge divine artifacts, or even bring back a comrade from the clutches of death.
So one cannot build villages without a seed?
Indeed, you catch on fast. Without the seed or different means that other factions may possess, a village attracts the cursed light and is taken by it within days. And if somehow that does not happen, terrors of darkness will drive your folk insane. This is how it has been in Thea for many centuries now. It is why we struggle still to survive just another day.
Is there anything else you need to know?
I may pop up now and again to tell you things, but for now, you must take your first steps into this hostile land. Remember to check for resources on the map for gathering. Set up camp for craft and cooking, and check your inventory to make sure you are well equipped. Here, have some wood, so you may heal when camping. My advice is to explore. Learn the ropes, and only then decide on a settlement.
Thank you for the advice. So, in starting, we got 11 wood, 11 seaweed, 2 research points, and half of an experience point. So there's a lot of storyline in that, but it's more of a tutorial. I don't know if I'm really going to go forward and go through all that dialogue every time. We'll see. We'll see. Initially, I always turn on the toggle resources button, so Q. Okay, I can see I got wood there. It's good to harvest, set up camp on. So I'm going to delve into the woods here. Whoa! So what do we have? Oh. As you camp by the water, a flash flood rises unexpectedly. It's trying to find higher ground. Oh, this is a rough start. You run up towards a hill that will protect you, but you have to drop some things to escape the flood. Some debris washes on the shore afterwards. Well, we lost a lot of stuff, but we gained some elven wood. Silver linings, I guess. All right, well, if we look at this area, we have wood, 4 woods. We got leather, we got sandstone, and, well, 2 leather, and some gold and dark wood. So good. There's no food, though. Now, I could make this work by using this as a base of operations and sending out expeditions to go find food and harvest it, but man, I like to have a little bit of everything, all the fundamental stuff. But first, since we're out of time, we're going to go ahead and camp and start harvesting. So we actually have a lot of people. Pretty good, because I took the children. So, let's look at our people first. Alright, so our 2 children are there. Good deal. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start gathering while we're in camp. Camps are temporary, obviously. They're not permanent structures. All right, we'll put you guys on there. I'm basically just trying to make these points add up to 100, if I can. I'm going to be here 2 turns anyway, so having 2 turns there. So here's the number of points you need to, gathering points you need to have to harvest 1 iteration of this, which I think will be 15. I think. And then, yeah, like this one takes 180, so it takes more. If that makes sense. 76 plus 47. You get the gist. I'm not going to explain all that to you. But that takes 2 turns, that takes 1, that takes 2, based on what their gathering ability is. Let's take a look at what we have in the inventory real quick. We still have some food. We lost a lot, but not everything. We're going to craft some food. Throw meat in here and some fruits, and we'll get rolladas. We'll get the rat helping her. Oh, rat crafting. Now, anything you do in a camp does not persist when you break down the camp. So, doing the research now, it would take me 7 turns in this one spot to really do anything. So I'm not going to do that. But we'll end the turn here. I'm not going to spend my points.
As tradition has it, your god sent me to guide your first steps on this new and bewildering island. To get us started, check what resources you have near you. There's a toggle right next to the mini-map.
I get it now. Cook some food, right? It will be done. So a lot of these early quests are basically tutorial. I wish you could just turn it off, but that's how you turn it off. You just tell them, yeah, I got it, bro. So while I mine stuff here, oh, that is gold. Gold is quite good for making a lot of things. We got some food. We got some of that. Who do we have not doing anything? I could send out a small party while they mine. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to send out myself, Green Beef, the warrior, along with my rat. Because I guess I got to take a little bit of this. We'll take 3. And I'll take some of this wood. So you need wood for fuel. And you need to bring food out or your people will starve. 1 unit per character, really. We're not bringing out much. But If you are within, I think it's 6 tiles. It depends on the difficulty settings you have. But if you're within 6 tiles, your other parties or camps or villages will assist your expeditions. So we want to go do this. These are ruins. A little quest. Let's investigate the south. The ruins are old and decrepit, likely already looted many times over. But you never know what hidden secrets you may yet uncover. The south area seems less traversed, but also unstable. Let's go for the south. You find a hidden cellar, or rather, it finds you as you painfully fall through the ceiling onto the hard floor. Still, there is loot to be found there. And we've got sandstone. Let's gather it, and everybody took damage. That's the risk. Oh, what's it? Oh, an amber crafting tool. Nice. Nice. Not bad. Everybody heal up in the camp. It'll be fine. So anything you get out here, if your village or camp assists, all that loot goes to the camp. Just something to keep in mind. Alright, who do I want to give the crafting tool to? Alright, so they're all gathering. Well, who's my gatherer? Do I have one? I do. And that'd be Slavic. You guys get to hear me probably mispronounce a whole bunch of Slavic names. Not my strong suit. Alright, I'm probably going to have to head back, but we'll probably break down camp here shortly. We'll do one more turn there and then break it down. We got a good fuel. So we got a good fuel source here in coal. We got some food there. So we're close. You have about a 2-tile radius early on. I think you can upgrade that later by upgrading your totem or pillar, whatever it is, statue. But I think we'll just end the turn right now. Hey, we got a baby. See, this is why I didn't want to rename you guys in this game, because Vladik and Maria made a baby. Blahoslav. Close enough. 2 of you enjoy some time together. Perhaps you are friends, perhaps more. But the ever-vigilant and slightly over-enthusiastic stork is spotted nearby, and as sure as death, a child is brought to you soon after. Rejoice! So the children do age, and they'll grow up and be full members. So they'll go from children with the pacifier, which have some real basic skills and stuff, and they'll, depending on their skills and abilities, which will level up over time, you'll get to assign them a class. That's the general gist. Getting a lot of wood is good because not only is it good for construction, but it's a fuel source. Problem is he's out of food. Let's go ahead and break camp. And we'll join him. Get to exploring. Oh, what do we got? Silver? Some quartz. This might be a good spot. Or like right here, I guess. It's not that much food. There's one source of food, and you need a variety of food to keep morale up. Alright, we're going to go here and rejoin our groups. That way he's got food. Yeah, settling too early is not a good idea. I guess I could go like right here and then have this, 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 and this, and this. That might actually work. I'd like to explore a little bit more though, so we're gonna hold off for a little bit.
Yummy! Well done! And here, one must have a good drink too. Now, the same way you cooked, you can also craft equipment and later buildings in your village. You can also design recipes to see how they will turn out.
I know already. We're gonna go check out the abandoned house. So that's back here. I think first I'm gonna come down here. You come across the ruins of a town. It was torn asunder by the Shattering. Clearly. But more than that, There's an odd light beaming from the gash. Let's search the ruins. You search the ruins, but find mostly white ash and some rubble. But the more you linger here, the more you feel an odd burning upon your spirit, as if something is trying to get in. Gain some sandstone. We gotta resist it. So that number indicates difficulty. The lower the number, the easier it is. Let's do this. So this is a mental challenge, but they were solid color, or solid cards. They weren't the dotted outlines. If they're dotted outlines, it's more of like a stat check, really. It's a challenge, something like that. Can't remember the exact verbiage for it, but basically, if you lose that, you're not going to die. Your characters will not die. All right, scoundrel. Get in there. Man, my people are not good against this threat. I'm half tempted to just only send in him. So the way this works is you have your cards. The skulls indicate their damage. The higher that number, the better. How much damage they'll do to the enemy. This is their shielding. That's their health for this check. And you can pick different abilities by clicking on the card itself and looking at these different ones. It's going to default to the best for the encounter, theoretically. These are kind of more of one-off attacks. You can place somebody once. It costs 2 action points to drop them in. If you want to duplicate your card, you can do that. So I have 2 points. It's going to cost 2 points for him now because I've already played him once. Same for this guy, Vladik. We're going to play Yanko again. Now he'll cost 3, so it becomes more and more prohibitive to reuse your characters. Strange, I don't see green beef in here anywhere. Let's drop you guys in. It's easier to get multiple people out early than it is to duplicate a lot of characters. So we're just going to have a lot of 2-skill individuals, unfortunately. He's going to have to carry this group. These are all the preparation phases right here, and then you go into 2 combat phases where it all plays out. All right, we got 1 down. Nice. All right, here's 2nd round. 1 more down. And if you have a duplicated card, any damage done to them will also do damage to the other one. So it's basically 1 card. Oh, resisted. Gained some research and some XP. Nice. All right, well, we need to go back up here for this anyways. How are we doing on food? We got 10 turns for food, so we need to get some. We'll end the turn there. I highly recommend you do this quest as soon as you get it, because you may go off exploring and get lost or be way far away from it.
Abandoned house. It is nestled amongst some trees and looks rather old.
Go in.
Inside, the place is surprisingly lived in and well taken care of. There is even a fireplace. You hear an old woman's voice croak at you.
Well, 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 dinner guests. How splendid. Do come and stay forever.
Try to leave.
There is no way out. The doors are gone. You will have to face this hag to escape.
So, depending on the abilities your people have or skills at a certain level, different options will appear here. So normally there's one if you have, I think, intelligence. It lets you kind of like think your way through it. I think if you do those special actions, you will gain unique rewards. Usually just like more stuff. We're going to go for attack. Get aggressive on Sabina, the witch. All right, so green beef's in. Put him in the center. He's got 14, so he's really good at this counter. We'll put in Yanko, so you can see if they're ranged or melee, sword or bow, or this is an ability. Okay, who else do we want to put in? Let's get Vladik in. And then we'll put in, can't say your name. Chislava. And guess Nuslava. And I'm going to duplicate green beef. He's still wounded because he hasn't been in camp. Well, we'll eventually get there. On the previous playthrough, with the first look, I focused on just rushing it so I could get as many concepts in as possible, in case that was the first introduction for somebody. This one I'm going to take it a little slower and find a better place to go start a village. So once you build your village, like, that's it.
And the hut changes back into an old, decrepit building.
All right, we got some herbs. We got some monster bone. Well, literally one. Hey, we had a monster wand. Huh. That's actually a pretty decent start.
Theodore appears.
Well done. Well done indeed. As chosen, it is your job to stay alive. You must either dominate the lands or solve the Shattering's mystery, or else all is lost. And for that, you must live. I shall be back soon to give you a final task.
He disappears.
Leave. Got some more research and XP. Cool. We're going to have 3 research points. I don't like spending those too early because I don't know how my playthrough's going. Okay, so we get some wheat up here. I have a feeling there's more down here. This is actually a pretty decent starting area. You got a little bit of everything. You got some tier 2 resources. So let's look at the tech tree. So the first one is you got resources here. You start with all these. So you can get the basic level 1, tier 1 stuff. This is tier 2, and then you get into the tier 3 stuff out here. Like tier 3 and then tier 4. Typically I'll wait on these until I see them on the map, or I know I'm going to set up somewhere where I need to get that. So I know we have dark wood. I know we have gold nearby. We have silver. So we have these things that I could research and then be able to get. The better the quality, or the higher the tier, the better quality stuff you can make, whether it's buildings or equipment. And with those, you get different bonuses depending on what it is. So like these different woods at the same tier level will provide different bonuses. So like if you build a well, it gives you a random item every turn for your village. However, it might give you 2 tier 1s if you're using this, or it might give you a tier 1 and a tier 1 or 2 item. That's all you're really doing. You're tweaking those kinds of things. Just as a general concept. Can't zoom out on this. Here's your equipment. So this is where you craft equipment. Or get the recipes anyways. They're all separated, but you build one tier. These basically allow you, the higher tiers allow you to use different materials to get different outcomes for specialization. Food is really important because it lets you, make recipes for food, and having more variety is better. So these are actually really important, I find, depending on your food situation in the game. And then you got buildings or rituals. So these are all the buildings you can build. Lumber mill gives you 1 fuel source every turn. So it's always going to give you 1 wood until you upgrade it or make it better. Then you can get to whatever. Well, we already talked about. Get the herbalist hut. I haven't really built this yet, but helps regen. And dwellings. Set a minimum morale bonus. Schools allow you to research more. The forge allows you to craft more. The warehouse allows you to gather more. And I think gives you more storage space, I think. Trading post brings caravans. The armory increases shielding of villagers so you can actually defend yourself. Children's playground increases the main attributes of children. High tower increases his health and physical. It increases physical and mental health. The witch's hut. Bonus to rituals. Field gives you food and a chance for a pet, I think based on each season. And the mine gives you some crafting materials each turn. Same thing. It's mostly a resource generation. So if you're lacking something, let's say we didn't have any metals, we'd focus on trying to get this. Or if we didn't have any wood or coal, we would focus on getting this so we could sustain our village. And at least have enough fuel each turn to craft. These are rituals you can research. I think with my god, I started with Moon Bridge. Allows me to transport people in their cargo. So if I'm way out there, I think I can teleport back. Town portal, essentially. This allows you to replace your idol once you build it. You need the idol, obviously, to make your town, but this lets you replace the thing, upgrade it, and lets you revive your little demon that you get later when you place this. You get one in your town. He can't leave the town, but he can do all kinds of stuff. And there's all this other stuff that we don't need to go into. There's the rundown of the tech tree. All right, we're gonna end the turn.
Now that you have had a little time to get your bearings, how about doing me and your gods a bit of a favor, eh? You'd have to go to a place and deal with some trouble.
Sure, listen.
As you remember, to set up your first village, you will need to find the right spot and gather materials. Or you can just choose the life of a wanderer. But either way, there will come a time when the gods ask you to do battle, to solve the Shattering's mystery.
And what am I to do till then?
For now, your job is to live long enough to face those challenges. Not very glamorous, I know. But listen, there is a small village of Slavians not far from here. I ask you to seek them out and help them out of their troubles if you so wish.
What sort of help?
A final rest from their heresy is not out of the question, but a peaceful resolution would suit us just as well. Your choice.
Heresy?
Let us just say they do not follow the path of the gods, but have strayed into the arms of fallacy. Now, typically, our gods do not care, but the culprit was a chosen, like you. Thus, it is a case of teaching one a lesson.
I accept the task. Alright, people leveled up. There's a third point. So, in leveling up, brings everybody up there. If you accidentally cancel this or close all those out, you can get to it on the next turn. I think there's a way to get to it, but I'm not sure. I tend to just go with whatever they already have a bonus in. Like, you could balance them out, I guess. This is not something I've really looked into too much. I think Destiny deals more with healing and research kind of stuff. Wisdom has similar stuff. You can see what it affects. Like, you just got to hover over it, but I'm just going to specialize people in what they already have. She's a minor. Does she really need this? Yeah, it's fine. Let's go down the line. Make her strong. And Vladik. I guess he's going to be an intelligent one. And confirm. Okay, we got to get him moving. Oh, good. The town's over here. That's where I wanted to go anyways. So you've got more difficult terrain. It's easier to walk over here than it is over there, but there's forest all along that shoreline anyways, so we're just going to go this way. Mountains take a lot of move points, just so you're aware. Your goal generally initially is to get, I think it's like 30 something of one resource. There's a few different resource types. Let's look at that real quick. We'll go into the crafting menu. Nope, won't let me if we're not camped. Oh well. We'll look at that later. Okay, good. There's not really anything out here. We'll knock out this task. Oh, I can't get there this turn. We'll end. As you travel through the woodland, you hear the cries of a man. Help, please, someone help me. They are faint, but come from somewhere close. Ask him where he is and look for the man. I fell down into a cave. Please, kind folks, help. I come from a wealthy clan. I will give you many goods in reward. The man's voice is fading. You find the hole somewhere. You find the hole where the man must have fallen, and you hear him from below, but it is too dark and deep to see anything, and even throwing a torch down does not help. Let's ask why he is here alone if he comes from a rich clan. I am a scout, a hunter. I was to search this area for resources. My fellow died in the fall. I can still hear his cries. If he's dead, how do you hear his cries? Oh, please get me out. The last words are barely audible. Let's get some ropes. Throw the line down. You feel the weight of a man. Pull him out. You pull and pull, and out comes a huge snake wrapped around the rope. It hisses and whirls and bites you before slithering away. Well, there's 4 health off me. Call out to the man. I didn't see the rope. Please, save me. Okay, pull him out. You pull the rope and it seems rather light. A black cat scrabbles up the line and jumps away from you, hissing. Call out to the man angrily. I never reached your rope. I don't know what these animals were. Help me. I will give you rewards beyond measure, I swear. Try pulling him out one last time, carefully. This time it is indeed an older man, bearded, exhausted, and ragged. Yet his clothes are of superior quality and his hand ordained with jeweled rings. He turns one of the rings and reaches out towards the moon, then disappears without even saying thank you. Swear at the ungrateful sod and leave. More research and XP. Okay. Hey, I leveled up from getting bit by a snake. I think I'm going to balance myself out a little bit more.
You come to a small village, and despite the calm weather outside, you see storm clouds hanging over this settlement, and lightning dancing threateningly around the palisade.
So if you have something, some word, attribute in brackets here, that means you have somebody in the party who has the ability. So right now I have my chosen in the party, which is green beef. So I'm going to pick that. Otherwise, I could do a 3 difficulty attack, basically attacking the village, or I guess you can barge in and skip the storyline. But we're going to do this. You feel that this storm will not harm you, so enter.
As you walk in confidently, you see several scared faces looking out of their windows at you. Finally, a small group of villagers comes out to face you. The storm, it seems not to touch you. How?
Say that you are a chosen. Tell them that the gods are displeased and you have come on their behalf.
Oh, that. It's not our fault. It's that fool's Zbigniew. He's chosen too, you see, so we listened. And he said the light is good and we must worship it harder than the old gods. He said Svarog was a fool that cannot tame his own domain, and that worshipping magic and turmoil was evil. We listened.
So based on abilities that I have in the party, I can choose these other options, so I will. Let's go with intellect. The emergence of this light is worrying, and it is most certainly not of divine origin. Must have twisted their chosen. Where is he now?
They cower before your anger, but one of them remains defiant despite it all. We are simple folk. We do not understand much, but light should be good. This we know. Your words are so cold, just like Zbigniew said.
Nod and say that you know full well the games gods play with their chosen and their kin, but both you and they are fated to play along or perish. Ask where this Zbigniew is.
Well, I don't know. We listened to a chosen one once before.
Well, we're going to go with the easier of the two. Convince them that they must, for their own sake and that of the gods. Let's get after it. Alright, so my characters are not the best at this. Right now. I've got a lot of like mid-range skill level on this, I think. So with his ability, since it's a targeted, I can target one of these guys. That overwhelm was a enemy ability. There we go. It's basically a debuff. I don't remember exactly what it does. I think it adds, it adds to their clock, so it's basically a slow ability. Plop her in there, and then we got one more we can drop in, which I don't think we have room for. Let's see, who is not gone? You. Do you have any? No, she doesn't have any abilities. Oh, just got to end the turn. So it comes in with planning. You've got to look at your abilities. All right, let's target him. Knocked off his shield, so that's good. Just knocking him down slowly. Alright, phase 2, we should take him down. Take that shot. Alright, we succeeded.
Your logic is sound, Chosen. We will not fail the gods again. Here, this is where he went. They hide back in their houses and point in the direction where they last saw Zbigniew.
Leave. So we gained some faction loyalty. That's good. You can gain standing with these guys and become allied, I think, eventually. Alright. Now we need to head back the other way, from whence we came. There's actually a lot of food around here. Among a small grouping of trees, you discover a circle of multicolored mushrooms that emit a subtle yellow glow. Go in closer to investigate. You come closer and feel the yellow glow surround you. For those akin to nature, the glow is pleasant, but for others, it may bring harm. As you try to step forwards, you feel a physical resistance testing your spiritual resolve. So, we're going with spiritual. Let's do the easy trial here. It looks like our scoundrel is the best for this. So the playmat's pretty big. So if you look at this game, it may look very similar to like Gwent from the Witcher series, and it is. The developers actually worked on I think the earlier Witcher series. So very similar. Like you've got your range, you got this. You got your battle lines. Let's see, who else do we drop in? How about you, Vladik? We'll go for a double dose of old... Can't remember his name. Who was that? Yanko. And I guess we'll put, who in? Apparently Green Beef's not good at this. He can't do anything with this. We'll bring, I guess, the rat in. At least 0. Just get volume of fire going. Spirit proved strong, and you feel the warm glow embrace you kindly. Whatever test this may have been, you clearly passed. Let's leave. Hey, look at that. We got a bunch of spiritual blessings. Our rat leveled up. That's nice. He could be a smart rat. We'll do that. Give her int, and we'll give this other child... Destiny's good. That way they can specialize in something different than something we have. Alright, we gotta head down here. We gotta get started on setting up an actual base. Who's this? There's another group. As much as I want to set up here, I don't really want to. This is just not enough food. It's not close enough anyways. We'll go up here. Gotta get over this mountain range. Starting to run low on food. Only got a few more turns. You come across a small pond. There are signs here that say, drop us a gift of good metal or good gems, and the lady of the lake will bless you. Okay. Let's throw a gift in. Oh, I can throw in my monster wand. Nope, I don't have enough. Let's leave. Forgot that I do have that monster wand. So let's go in here. Let's look at equipment. Who can I give this to? So it's a destiny weapon. Which means one of these girls. Children. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell early on. I guess they're decent at destiny. They got a little more. I think that's more wisdom. Who's the other one? What is she good at? She's more good at int. She's getting good at destiny, so congrats. You now have that, and you can have this. I guess we can go here and encounter these people? Yeah, we gotta find food and stuff. Try not run the storm. Hey, we did it. Alright, what do we have? I think I have enough food where I can craft some, so we're gonna camp real quick. I guess I can only get iron. Maybe this is not the best place to camp. Really, I can't get that. Oh, because they're standing on it. Alright, we'll end the turn. Come across a caravan of wealthy traders. They approach and ask to talk, but you recognize one of them as the man you saved from the hole, who never even said thanks. Well, let's talk to the traders and demand your rewards. It's a little more difficult. We got a decent spread of people that can do good. Do good in this battle. We're gonna drop them all in though. Whoa, 16. Yeah, you're going in. Yanko is actually really good at these. We got 2 points. He's going in again. We'll put in a couple more ranged. Well, one more ranged anyways. And we'll drop the rat in as... Nope, we don't have enough points. Okay, well that's it. Time to resolve. Ooh, she got hit hard. So some of the abilities, if they have a... I think it's like a hammer. It actually operates in a T. Whereas if it's like a spear, it goes straight through and hits both. So factor that in. Just keep whittling them down. There's another one down. Good. Round 2. Oh, just getting hit hard. Yeah, that's good. Should be able to take him out with this shot. Oh, that's the wrong guy. Almost down. Who's shooting? This is the problem. Like, I can't really tell half the time. Okay, so it's him. We're going to go after that one. Yeah, it's fine. He can take it. Nice. That one's down. We got to go a whole extra round, unfortunately. All right, well, you're going back in because you're the man on this stuff. The man with the plan. So he's kind of wounded. I don't want to push him in there too much. Hey, let's put in Magdalena here. Get her some combat experience. And we'll put in... Yeah, there we go. Mr. Rat can come play. And we got one more point we can spend. So, we will send in Maria, who just buffed somebody. So she's got the hammer, he's got the hammer. It should go pretty well. And there we go. Victory. Oh boy, we got a steel sword. Nice. Fortunately, we lost sanity. You see the man protest. Liars and braggarts, how dare they shame me? The leader stops him with a raised hand, then speaks to you. You were clearly angered by my son's cowardice, and from the sounds of it, rightly so. I want no enemies, so take this chest of goods and have my wayward son's sword as recompense. Cool. Lost a little sanity, unfortunately. Thank you for the reward. Hey, we can research human warriors. So you do, as you encounter different enemies and defeat them, you gain the ability to research those enemies and then get better at fighting them. Alright. Blahoslav leveled up. Gonna be more destiny filled. I think I'm gonna go down here. Come out here. Still not much food gathered. Like, I need a variety of food. Let's scout the area first. So if it's like a different shade, that means you don't die. You just fail that check, essentially. Let's devise a tactical plan. Let's try that. Let's use our brains. Not the best, but not bad. We got a decent spread of people here. Okay, we'll drop in old Moneybags Malone here. Come on, rat. Get in there and fight for me. Who else has not gone? So I've got her. Old Maria. I got another twofer, so she's going to go in for a double dose of battle. And there we go. We're going to fight. Nice. Oh, my rat. He's taking some damage. We're about to go into round 2. Good deal. Nice. Everybody got blessings? Got some shrooms and shadow bones. Let's search the ruins and leave. Oh, a monster shield. Man, I'm going to upgrade Green Beef's kit here shortly. Let's look at that. Here we go. Old Green Beef. Let's so you can select your character and then hover over this to see the difference. So you can see it's definitely better. There's a steel sword for you, and then we'll look at the shield. It's definitely better. Enjoy. So we're running low on food. I'm going to stop here, camp, and we'll get as much of this as we can as soon as possible. This will allow us to heal up too, because we've been out on the road a little too long as far as I'm concerned. Let's look at the food. I don't have enough, do I? Well, that means we're going to do our first research. And it's going to be recipes. Actually, let's see what we have first. For food, we have not much. Not much at all. Guess we'll look at the vegetarian options, because that's what we have access to. Not a lot of meat. Where is it? So traditional menu, I would need... Yeah, I can do 2 vegetables. Vegetarian choice is probably best right now. We'll spend 1 point on that. Let's go down to cooking. Now we can do this. We need... So spend 3 there and 5 there. We can basically get 1 more. That'll stretch us out a little bit. Put her on it. I don't really have anybody that can really research that much that quick. Or that much for that matter. So we're going to end there. Oh, you truck down his big Niv. The heretic chosen who angered his gods. He spots you and speaks up. Oh, a new chosen. Come to smite me, have you? Admit that that's one of the leading options.
Good. Let me tell you though, your puny gods can suck it. I've had enough.
He sounds really angry. And the gods also seem unusually involved. What exactly did you do?
I stopped. I was fed up with doing their dirty work. I lived my life, and then when light came knocking, I answered, because I like their side better.
Tell him you can soothe his broken soul, for clearly he has suffered and lost his way. Ask him to allow you to guide him back.
Zbigniew drops to the floor and swears he will do better. He leaves for the village. Theodore appears.
Magic and harmony calling out for the light of the gods to shine upon this wretched soul. Well done. This is surely the best way to show the power of the gods, eh?
Not ask if it was a test for you all along.
Indeed. Although confronting Zbigniew was needed for other reasons too. Many stoves burn in our divine kitchens, my darlings. Now, I leave you to your own devices, and the gods will surely call upon your services again. But for now, please stay alive.
All right. Let's go ahead and pick these points. So I think every 3 levels you get an ability. Trash attack lets you throw trash items at people. Let's do a spiritual attack. Make them a good gatherer. Do the same there. A good craftsman. Alright, we got some more food. Bought ourselves some time. Alright, well, I think that's a good stopping point for now. I'm still on the search for a good place to plunk down a village. Up there's not bad, but not great. We'll figure that out next time. But hey, thanks for joining me. Take it easy and stay safe.